What up, though? I'm back with y'all with another video. Let's get into it. We got a evil woman caught hiding. Evil woman caught hiding a body in her home. This should be a good one. Let's see what we got going on. Let's get into it, y'all.
Back in 2018, a welfare check was done on William Musak after his son reported that he hadn't spoken to his father in several weeks. William's daughter, Dana Jennings, who had just moved in with him a few months prior, would answer the door.
Hi. Where's your dad at?
I'm not sure. He only comes by every couple of weeks.
Hold on, wait a minute. Is her
out.
daddy the dead man? Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me start this over, please.
Welfare check was done on William Musak after his son reported that he hadn't spoken to his father in several weeks. William's daughter, Dana Jennings, who had just moved in with him a few months prior, would answer the door.
No way! No way! You just moved in there a few months prior.
Hey,
let's watch this.
Where's your dad at?
Ain't no way you smoked
I'm
your
not
daddy.
sure. He only comes by every couple of weeks. He's been spending a lot of time up in the mountains with a girlfriend, or sure where that is. I just had broke my foot and everything, so I'm sorry. I'm kind of whippy on my pigments right now.
Does he live here?
See him? He has all of his. Technically, he lives here.
How do I get a hold of him?
He lost his cell phone, and I found it, but it's here, so it's not with him. I don't know other than that. My cousin called and said that my dad had told her where that property was in the mountains. He never told me where it was that he's been staying at, so she said she was going to try to narrow that down. And
okay, all of this right here, this hand movement, all touching her neck and all of that, she Jonesing. She off of something. She definitely got a little Scotty in the basement. I'm my fault. No disrespect, cause her daddy might be in the basement for real. But yeah, she's smoking dope. I'm not even lying. She definitely, look at her. She on something. She's smoking hella dope.
Okay. You don't have,
see if he was up there.
You don't have an address, or?
I don't even know the girl's last name.
She don't even got no care that her daddy missing.
Like close as you'd think we were living together, but he just kind of comes by in between.
Well, why would your brother and his brother be worried about him?
Because he hasn't called them because his phone's been here.
Mm-hmm.
So they said that he normally texts and stuff like that, and I told them that this is like the 4th time he's lost his phone. So I don't know.
Okay.
To me, it's not that big of a deal to not hear from him for a couple of weeks, but for them, I guess they talk to him more than I do. So, is there? I don't even know if there's anything I can do to help the process, since I don't know where that property is.
Do you mind if I come in and check and make sure he's not here?
Yeah, it's a mess.
I don't care.
That's fine.
The officer immediately notices a very strong putrid smell. Without being asked, Dana tells him she had a toilet back up in the basement.
Does he have a room here?
Children who start ahead stay ahead.
That is crazy.
Make a plan today and sign your child up for pre-K.
They already
build a website you love with Wix. For your words.
That's crazy.
Does he have a room?
I'm gonna stop it right here for one reason. I F with Red Tree Crowns, y'all. No kids out. Like, they be having some dope videos. I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't even know this was their video at first. Real shit. But yeah, I fuck with Red Tree Crowns.
Not really.
No.
I fuck with them so much, I guarantee. I guarantee we get some type of interview or something. They got some dope videos.
No.
Okay.
He'll sleep on my massage table when he's here. Sorry, again, that it's a mess. Like I said, I haven't been able to even barely go up and downstairs.
Okay. No,
But he's up there. And,
okay.
but he usually doesn't even spend the night. He just
Yeah.
comes by and picks stuff up and takes off.
Do you mind if I go down and look?
You can. Sorry.
It's
like
okay.
I said, toilet overflowed. I did my best to take care of it. I'm here by myself. So.
It happens.
Dana's home is a mess with clothing piled everywhere. The officer does a walkthrough and he doesn't find her father. He then begins to wonder why her father would leave his cell phone and all of his vehicles at the home.
How does he usually get to where he's going?
He has cars, but he asked me to have my friend's mechanic come by and pick up 2 of them to work on.
Imagine that. You're not even a homicide detective. You a regular old cop doing a welfare check, and you actually just basically solved a murder. He about to get a promotion. He about to get a raise. That's a fact.
I'm here a lot because of my foot, but other than that, I'm not normally here a lot. I'm usually working and doing stuff, so I don't have a ton of answers for all of these questions. And since I've seen him, it's been like 2 weeks since I've seen him, so it's not that big of a time gap for me. But
the last time you saw him,
2 weeks ago, it was like the 11th or 12th.
Did he get picked up, or did he drive?
He got picked up. But my brother said he's not going to believe anything unless he hears my dad's voice, and I said I don't have any control over that. And my brother said he was going to keep calling the police.
Hey, when I was in trouble, I swear to God, when I was in trouble, my mama used to tell me, stop fidgeting. I used to be doing little shit like moving my hands too much, touching my stomach, nigga, my back, my shoulders, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just moving too. Stop fidgeting, motherfucker. That's when you know you're in trouble. I swear to God.
Until he heard my dad's voice, and I don't know.
Okay.
And I've been dealing with the poop water and my foot, so I've been a little distracted, but...
Okay.
You ain't even thought about
your
daddy.
Well, I guess if he shows up, have him call.
Do you have should I call somebody specific?
Have him call his brother.
Okay.
And call the police department.
Yeah, the last pile of mail he picked up, I
her legs
left
little?
him a note saying to call my brother, but I don't know if he did it or not.
Why is she
He
standing
still
like
didn't have
that?
his phone, but
Okay.
I'll leave him a note to call his brother.
The officer leaves the home and he files a missing persons report. Meanwhile, Dana's brother arrives at the police department to show them some text messages between him and his father. In these messages, William tells his son that Dana brought him a burger, and after he ate it, he slept for 15 hours. He then told his son that he believed Dana might be poisoning him. Despite this evidence, it would take about a month before the police were able to secure a search warrant for William's home. Before the search began, Dana was escorted out of the home by a detective and brought down to the local police department.
Right there.
Before leaving, the detective tells the other officers to text him if they find anything.
Go upstairs. I mean, it could be decaying sewage, but
Your body's upstairs.
Yeah, so this was over more piled in clothing when I was in here.
Meanwhile, back at the police department, Dana is being interviewed. The detective notices that Dana doesn't appear concerned about the situation she is in.
So basically the reason we're here is there's certain members of your family that are really upset that they haven't heard from your dad. Which has got my lieutenant on my butt about this.
Okay.
Because you ain't upset.
And so we're trying to figure out where Bill's at. And we've got some information, and obviously you have some information, and we need your help to kind of get to the bottom of this.
Okay.
So why don't you tell us what you know, and we'll tell you what we know, and we'll try to figure out where he's at and get to the bottom of this.
He got really mad and quit his job a while back, and long line of workaholics, so he was home and miserable. And so he started taking on a bunch of projects. My dad's dependent on me to make the mortgage payment, and he just kind of got where he didn't know how to say no to anybody, and he started hanging out with a couple of women that were a lot younger than him and enjoying himself again, and kind of leaving me notes saying, I'll be gone for a few weeks, not sure when I'll be back, and taking off. And I know both locations don't really get good cell phone service, and so he's just, I think he's been enjoying.
This right here is just rambling and just saying words. She don't even remember the last sentence he just said. She's just talking. She just making up shit. She freestyling. You know what I'm saying? She tweaked out right now. Like, none of the shit she's saying makes sense at all. You smoked your daddy.
Himself instead of feeling obligated to things, and he hasn't cared about the house as much. He's been telling me to just take care of stuff, and so I think he's out having fun, and I'm trying not to put a lot of pressure on him. He gets bitchy if I do, and so I mean, there's been some communication, and like I leave money out for the rent. He's asked for that to be in cash so he can go and take care of those things. And
Dana explains that she isn't concerned because her father periodically comes back, does things around the house while she is sleeping, then leaves before morning.
It's the final game, folks.
Every time you see your daddy, it's nice.
Struck out with the cheap seats. Important things aren't worth
Every time
compromising.
he come-
At Farmers,
How do
we
you
offer
know when
both
he
quality
come home
insurance
if you
and
sleep?
great savings.
You sleep in the middle of the
Hey,
night.
We are farmers. Bum, bum,
I'm sick of these
bum,
fucking
bum.
ads. I'm not even gonna lie. You sleep in the middle of the night. Did I just hear that right? Hold on. You sleep in the middle of the night. And you say your daddy coming home to clean up or this, that, and the other. How you know? You sleep. How do you know?
he's asked for that to be in cash so he can go and take care of those things. And
Dana
things?
explains that she isn't concerned because her father periodically comes back, does things around the house while she is sleeping, then leaves before morning.
I've seen evidence that he's been by the house, so I'm not worried because I go to bed and next day, the stuff outside's been moved and the projects have been changed and the money that I left's gone or whatever. So it just kind of seems normal behavior to me. It doesn't seem terribly different. We did kind of have a conversation about me wanting more of the house and me paying more of the house payments so that he could, because he hasn't been home at all. So we talked about him just, staying at his friend's house more and me paying the whole rent, mortgage, and.
If you don't mind me asking, what'd you do? How'd you hurt?
Oh, shit. I definitely pay rent. But ain't rent and mortgage two different things? I'm pretty sure it is. Like rent and, if you paying the mortgage, you own your crib, right? If you paying rent, you renting your crib, right? So what's she talking about, rent, mortgage? What is she on?
Your foot.
Slipped on some mud and smacked it against
Hold on, wait a minute. She slipping what? Some blood.
mortgage and.
If you don't mind me asking, what'd you do? How'd you hurt your foot?
Slipped on some mud and smacked it against.
Ouch.
Yeah, I kind of went sideways, and that part of my foot has bothered me before, so the muscles were already weakened, so they didn't
She just
hold like they should. when I
a
was
bald-faced
standing.
liar.
Standing.
Does your dad have a cell phone with him?
No,
No. Do you know where it's at?
Bald-faced liar.
it was at the house. I've been trying to keep it charged, so if he comes back, he can take it. But I don't remember right now. We've been moving everything around so much with the basement. Like
No, that nigga ain't
some of the stuff that's normally in the basement is upstairs in my room and stuff like that. So I'm not sure right off where that is.
Is that normal for him not to have a cell phone with him? I mean, we're all kind of attached to ours,
He's been losing it more lately. And just telling me like I don't have it with me, so if you need me, I'll be back tomorrow or whatever. And he hasn't seemed quite as attached to it as I just assumed it was. That he was enjoying the person he's been staying with. But to leave it this long is a little peculiar, but
Back at Dana's house, the police find a small hidden room in the basement behind a fake wall. The floor appeared to have freshly poured concrete over it, as if someone had hidden something underneath.
No way.
The police begin to break up the cement to see what secrets are hidden underneath it.
Is this?
No way. Is no way. You just buried your daddy under cement? Like you really you wouldn't bought concrete and fucking buried? Oh wait.
Like normal behavior for him to do this? Or?
a little bit more than what he normally does, but it hasn't hit abnormal enough for me yet. And then plus I've been distracted with my foot and stuff.
Sure,
So,
well,
but it's a little bit more than normal, but it's been growing to this, I guess. Like, he's been getting more and more distant and gone longer and longer and that kind of stuff, and complaining more and more about just wanting to do his own thing and not to be dependent on by everybody for money and for labor and stuff, that he just kind of wants to enjoy himself. And it doesn't seem extremely abnormal or crazy to me or anything like that. So my brother called me, but that was, and he just was asking if I'd heard of him, and he said that my dad hadn't responded to a couple of texts and that he was worried, but it didn't seem like it was going to turn into this.
She crazy.
Does he have to be found if he doesn't want to be? I mean, if he doesn't want to call his family, does he have to, or am I going to continually be?
She is crazy. She giving so many red flags. Like, this lady is insane. Like, if he don't want to be found, do he have to be? What the fuck you mean? People go missing for a reason. When you make people go missing, that's be for a fucking reason. You know what I mean? Like, shit, nigga, you tweaked out.
Talk to the police until he does, or?
The detective receives a text message from one of the officers at Dana's home. It says, "We found a body buried beneath the concrete. The police found the remains of a human body that had been decomposing for quite some time. With this new information, the detectives decide they will need to get more aggressive with Dana."
Imagine being able to build
Am
an
I
app with
tweaking,
your
or did she
name
put
on
the
it
fucking
just by
concrete
thinking
bag?
about it.
Did she
Meet
bury the
Base
concrete
44,
bag with the
a complete
concrete?
AI creation platform.
Am I tripping?
Well, like I said, we're trying to figure out where.
She tried to bury the concrete
Remains of a
bag
human
too.
body that had
Look at me. I want to look at the evidence now. She buried the concrete bag too. How she do that? If you pour the concrete out the... I don't know, man. Don't get me... Is that a picture? Don't get me lying. I don't know. I ain't never
had been
buried
decomposing
nobody
for quite
before.
some time. With this new information,
thought
the
about
detectives decide they will need to get more aggressive with Dana.
Well, like I said, we're trying to figure out where he's at, and that's the end result that we're trying to find out here.
Okay.
So the more information you can give us, and the more you can help us out about, his behavior and that the more insight you can give us into his life, the easier it's going to make our task to finding him.
Okay.
We've done some checking,
Okay.
and we know he didn't go to Arizona.
Okay.
Okay. And we
How
really,
do you know that?
well, because we've talked to everyone, he doesn't know anyone in Arizona. Okay, so we really need to know where he went, and we really think you know where he went.
All I know is Martha in Arizona and high school friend in California.
Okay, well, we've talked to everybody, and he doesn't know anybody in California. His friend in California doesn't live there anymore.
And Martha, I mean,
We've talked to Martha.
yeah,
Martha hasn't seen him since the 2nd of December.
that's right around when he came and got the rent. So he's only been, oh no, we're in January, sorry. I was like, it's only been 2 weeks since you saw him.
You was a psycho.
We're in January, okay. Yeah,
So-
those are the only,
And there's been some inconsistencies with your statements to some of
Yeah.
the family members and some of his friends
Yeah,
about
you
his cell
have.
phone and that.
well, he didn't really want them to know everything, so I didn't tell them the same stories because he kind of wanted them to leave him alone. So,
But why would everybody be saying that's not like Bill? I mean, his friends he works with tells me that's not like Bill. Bill's the type of guy that if you text him, he texts me back within a couple days, or if not a couple hours. We just, there's just a lot of,
I have been giving inconsistent comments to people that ask because it's none of their business, so I just kind of tell them something so that they'll, and I didn't think it'd turn into this. I thought it would just be tell him I lost my phone, even though his phone's sitting right there on the table.
Y'all see the pitch in her voice, like how it keep rising and fucking lowering and right. You know what I mean? She's psycho. She might actually beat the motherfucking case for insanity or some shit. Like, she crazy. She is crazy the way she talking. You can hear the craziness in her.
Tell them something so that they'll, and I didn't think it'd turn into this. I thought it would just be tell him I lost my phone, even though his phone's sitting right there on the table. I just thought I was kind of giving him his privacy by putting them off a little bit.
Well, you also gave inconsistent statements to my officers, too.
Did I?
Yeah.
I know I was pretty jerked up a few times they were there, but I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, you told the officers that he didn't live there.
He doesn't live there anymore.
That's a lie.
Comes by and gets his mail.
That's his fucking house.
And then you said that
we had talked about him moving out completely, so that's why I said no, not really. He doesn't live here. He gets his mail here. We had just talked about that the month before, around Thanksgiving. So
okay,
he doesn't live there anymore. That's what I told them.
Being a part of a pre-K program has a huge impact on students. Learn more about Pre-K for All.
This October, win your share of up to $4 million
let me get
in rewards with
100
Fantastic
subs.
Supercharged. Fanatics Casino.
I need 100 subs.
The detectives realized that it's possible her father passed away from natural causes, and Dana was worried about being homeless, so she hid the body. Until an autopsy is done, they can't be sure how he died, or if it is even her father. Either way, they believe she knows a body is buried in her basement, so they give it one last try to get her to confess.
You said he's telling you a lot of stuff.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh man, let me go back. Oh my God. What the hell did he just say? If she think he died by natural causes, why hide the body under concrete if you scared of being alone? Wait a minute.
The detectives realized that it's possible her father passed away from natural causes, and Dana was worried about being homeless, so she hid the body. Until an autopsy is done, they can't be sure how he died, or if it is even her father. Either way,
she was scared of being homeless. If he died, you were scared of being homeless. That shit don't make sense.
They believe she knows a body is buried in her basement, so they give it one last try to get her to confess.
You said he's telling you a lot of stuff. I mean, I'm getting confused because he has his phone or he doesn't have a phone. Does he have a phone or not?
I haven't seen it lately.
No. How does he tell you all this stuff? He's told you a bunch of stuff, you said.
That was before.
Okay, you need some water? Your tongue's really dry.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I've been dry lately.
Are you nervous?
I don't think nervous, but
well,
I also, this is just weird. And
right. Well,
everything I do or say is being examined, so it's a little...
I will tell you this, I'm examining everything you do say. Okay? I'm not going to tell you I'm not.
And I'm warm, so...
Okay. Take everything.
The police checked William's bank accounts, and they noticed that Dana had been cashing his personal checks and withdrawing money from his account. The detective asks her why the signature on the checks appears to be forged.
And I'm kind of worried now. You know why?
Why?
Because that signature on that check doesn't match his signature. We've already checked that.
Okay.
So now someone's coming and leaving that Bill didn't write that check. If what you're saying is true, well, I know he didn't write that check. I don't mean whether it's on the kitchen table or not. He didn't write that check.
Okay.
And so now someone's coming in your house. You leave the house open?
No.
Someone's got to have a key.
I changed the locks recently. So.
You changed the lock, so how does Bill get in?
He has a key.
Okay, so he's the only one that has a key?
And my kid. And
okay, well, your kid's not going to write a check. So now Bill's didn't write that check because we already checked the handwriting.
I wrote the money part in. He just left a signed check.
I'm talking about the signature.
Right. Dummy.
Tell me, did you sign that check yourself?
Not that one. I've signed other checks.
Book her, Danny. Book her, Danny. She told me I didn't sign that one. It ain't never your first time doing it. It's always your first time getting caught. Remember that shit. Trust me. I'm talking about not that one. That's a prime example right there. Wasn't her first time. It's her first time getting caught.
Not the $500 check?
No.
Are you sure about that?
I remember there being a check on the table.
Because I can take the ink from the type, what you wrote, and match it to the ink of the signature.
I mean, it was on the kitchen table, and
okay, Dana, are you listening to me?
Yeah.
I can take the ink from the top and the ink from the signature, and if they
And
match,
put them
you
together.
just told me that you're the one who wrote the check. And he wrote you a check for $500.
I wrote in the $500.
You wrote the $500.
Yeah, to get some stuff for the basement.
No way you just forged the check to get some stuff for the basement. And we already know what was in the basement. So you forged the check from your daddy. You spent his money to bury him? That is crazy. You stole his money to bury him. You went and bought concrete. All of this goofy ass shit. You is crazy, lady. What the hell? I bet she from Florida. Where we at? This gotta be a Florida.
What's up with the basement? What's wrong with the basement? And I want the short story, okay?
The toilet overflowed. I didn't know that the toilet backs up down there. And since he was gone, I was a week before I noticed it. So there was
she in
a
trouble.
significant amount of sewage
fidgeting like a
down there.
motherfucker.
So you did the job cleaning up, because when I went in the house, I didn't smell any sewage.
Yeah, I've been removing the carpet and trying to get rid of the magazines that have. There's still carpet down there with sewage on it, and I called Flower.
How the fuck carpet and magazines come in one sentence? Magazines and carpet? This is crazy.
No sewage at all.
The detective believes her father is buried in the basement, but for now, he wants to keep that information to himself, just in case revealing it will cause Dana to ask for a lawyer. The detective wants to know why Dana's house smells like a decomposing corpse.
Someone asked me.
Throughout
This
time,
is wild right
we have
here.
raised the standard for the
This
industry
is fucking crazy.
worldwide.
Someone asked me a question. Why does your house smell like a dead person?
It does?
It does.
I don't know. I just assumed the smells were the sewage.
I've been doing this I've been a homicide detective for years. I know what a dead body smells.
I don't. I have no idea.
Oh, well, I'm telling
Okay.
You know now?
Can you take my word for it?
Yeah.
Okay. Your house smells like there's a dead person.
I haven't seen any evidence of it. I haven't seen any evidence of. I've been through the whole basement and the whole upstairs and stuff, and I haven't.
You talking about I ain't seen.
So let me give you a scenario. Okay.
Okay.
I've seen more people under more stress in this town than 30 years now working. It's just people are under stress trying to make ends meet.
Mm-hmm.
So you understand that if someone dies in a house and they're died of natural causes and no one tells anybody about it and they actually try to conceal it, that's not that big of a deal, because once you tell someone about the body, the person that's alive on one day and dead on the next, once you tell the government that, hey, they've deceased, all that funding stops.
What funding?
Like Social Security and money that they get, if they have Social Security coming in or whatever. If those type of entities know that people's alive, the money keeps flowing in, right? And I've had experience with people who didn't commit a crime regarding the death of a person.
That is wild. Oh my goodness. Y'all understand what he's saying, right? Like, he fucking, alright, if he get a first of the month check. He get a first and the third check, you feel me? But he dead. Been dead for 2-3 months. She just been collecting his third of the month checks, forwarding his checks, or signing his checks, forging his signature, just collecting that nigga money. And she already said she been paying the rent, mortgage, whatever it is, she paying the rent or the mortgage. But yeah, she wild, she bold. Did she kill him for the check, or why you kill him?
But they tried to cover it up because they couldn't afford that person to be dead. If that's what happened here, Let us know, and we can understand that. I want to ask you: is Bill dead in that house, and you covered it up?
Not that I'm aware of.
Not that you're aware of, but what do you mean you're not that you're aware of? Did he crawl underneath the house?
I have no knowledge of him dying in that house.
But something died in that house, because I can smell it. He's either your house or the dead.
Her laughing.
I'm not gonna put it in a dumpster. I just watch too many crime shows. I would think that would get figured.
Okay. So
no, I don't know.
It's not gonna look good for you.
Creepy.
Right. And I can tell you right now, you are not a criminal. You know why I can tell?
Why?
You're a horrible liar. So, I know that you haven't been told.
Hey, buddy just cut right into it. Like, I know you ain't no criminal. You wanna know how I know? You wanna know how I know? Your ass don't know how to lie. Goofy.
Be truthful with Detective Payne here, because I know by body language and by statement analysis that you don't want to give us the entire truth. And I'm trying to tell you that you probably need to trust me, because I know more about this than you do. I know more about the process than you do. We both do.
Okay.
So you need to trust us when we tell you, if we find the body of Bill later, which we will, and you stick to the story that you got right now. Well, I kind of lied of other people. He had his phone. He doesn't have his phone. I don't really remember. Then we go to the district attorney's office where I talked to him. I'm like, well, Dina said she wasn't aware if Bill was in the house dead. Well, geez, he's been gone for, it says December 8th or 9th.
Yeah.
You would know
it's
if
January
Bill was in that
10th.
house. It's telling to me that you said,
been a whole
I'm not
month.
aware if he's in the house. Because that's an equivocal statement, usually made by people trying to conceal something. And that's science right there. Okay? So what are you trying to conceal, Dana?
I'm not trying to conceal anything.
sounds
I
like
just
it.
feel like I can get trapped in, if I say he's not and you say he is, and
Say what? I didn't say he was there.
I know
I'm telling you
I've been
that
psychologically fucked with my whole life, so
I'm not trying to
between my religion and my dad and everything else, so I've learned not to get myself trapped in something.
watch how this works, okay? Berg, take the pain. Is Bill dead in your house?
No, he's not.
That's the answer I was waiting for.
But
Hey, W detective, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. He getting straight to it. He say, "Hey, Bert, is Bill dead in your house?" He say, "No, he not." He look back at her. That's the answer I was looking for. Like, nigga, what the fuck?
That's how this works, okay? Berg, take the pain. Is Bill dead in your house?
No, he's not.
That's the answer I was waiting for.
Bill's never been to his house.
Dana, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you're much
Did
smarter than you like.
you just say, but Bill never been to his? She is burnt out. She talking about, but Bill never been to his house.
In your house?
No, he's not.
That's the answer I was waiting for.
But Bill's never been to his house.
Dana, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you're much smarter than you're letting on. You know that I'm talking about.
She is
You know,
stupid.
and I know. Something happened on the 9th. And I'm not saying it's homicide, but I'm saying it starts to look that way when you try to cover stuff up. And you're covering stuff up like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, she spent $500 to bury her own daddy.
I
You
thought
buried
the
this
smell
up.
was-
Well, she
So
buried
you
him.
understand? Oh, you thought the smell was a sewage.
And I've been trying to remove anything that smells.
The
This is insane, bro.
I ordered 200 hand-forged knives to my dorm
This
room
is crazy.
and built a Wix website to sell
I heard
them.
something worse. We just did a
I'm no
video
ro-
not too long ago
The detective is about to reveal
with the parents that burnt up their little girl alive and shot her in the chest and the head. Like, that shit was crazy as hell. But these stories be
that a body was found in the basement of Dana's home. But first, he wants to explain how he believes William was killed.
You have access. You looked up something on your phone.
Why do all Williams name themselves Bill? Like, why is that a nickname? Like, R.I.P. to dog, but I always wanted to, like, if your name Robert, they call you Bobby or some shit. Like, that is just weird as hell to me. And it ain't got nothing to do with your name. I can't be Robbie or some shit.
I on the computer, you got some medication, say, here, Dad, here's some food. You need to go to sleep for a while, which I need a break. Because that's what happened on the 7th, when he slept for 15 hours after you gave him some food, and he freaked out about it. And I think on the 9th, again, on the day that you broke your foot, on the day that your ex-husband got married, he's yapping at you and everything else, and you're like, I just want a break.
We had a good day.
Yeah. I'm giving it to you. It's not going to be there.
Annoying, but we talked about him moving out.
No, you didn't. You didn't. That's another lie. Because
hey,
it's not the
I
truth.
fuck with
That's
this
what the
detective.
definition of a lie is. It's not the truth. Because I'm an expert at this. You're not even good at it. I'm an expert. That's a lie. You didn't talk about it. The only reason you would lie about talking about it because you know what I'm saying is true. What did you give him on the 9th?
Nothing. Don't know if he's dead, and I don't know how he died if he is dead. I think he's alive. There's been signs that he's been to the house.
No, there hasn't.
No, they have.
Here's what it looks like. Here's what it looks like. You lied to the cops, and you're bilking him out of his money. You're draining his bank account while he's dead.
Right.
In the dump or in your house. Does that look good?
No.
No, it looks bad, huh?
Yeah.
Not if he died of natural causes. Well, it
Still
doesn't
bad
look
thing.
good, but it doesn't look like it killed him for money.
Yeah.
Looks like maybe the dude just died in his recliner, and that's why you got rid of it.
I haven't moved a dead body. I haven't interacted with a dead body. I have no reason to believe that there's been a dead body there,
What's
other
all
than you
that?
telling me there's glowing things.
Why'd you put semen in the crawl
My
space?
dad's been putting cement down there, and
Your dad's not here.
No, before. And I've been adding to it, trying to get it out of the car.
So with a broken foot, that's the time that you want to pour concrete.
No.
See how this thing just keeps
Press
on
down in
rattling
the
and rattling.
concrete, and
We're gonna dig out the concrete,
okay,
and we're gonna find your dad underneath there.
really?
Yeah, I'm almost positive.
Right.
Obviously, I'm not God, right? Can't say for sure. I can't say for sure. Oh, that dad's in there, but based on my experience, I
He's
think
in
your
there.
dad's in that basement.
Right.
He's underneath that concrete, and when we dig it up, it looks like you killed him for everything that I've already told you
I
about.
didn't kill my dad.
Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that.
But you covered
But
it
he
up.
died, nevertheless. Or he wouldn't be in the dirt underneath the concrete. He's moved. We know something died in the basement. It got moved from where the recliner was to where the new cement is. And now they're in the process of digging that cement up from what they just
I'm
told me.
guessing this is where I need to ask for an attorney then.
Dana
Oh,
asks for a
there you
lawyer,
go.
but it's
I'm guessing this is where I need to ask for an attorney then.
Yep.
Dana
There you go.
asks for a lawyer, but it's too late. They can't charge her with murder, but they can charge her with concealing a dead body.
We found a body in your house. At this time, you're under arrest for concealing a dead body. You need to stand up. You need to stand
Oh,
up.
wow. That's crazy. Bitch, you know.
An autopsy was done on William's body, and it came back that he had been killed by overdosing on horse sedatives. The investigators checked Dana's computers, and
tranquilized
they
you, that
found that
man?
she had ordered the medication off eBay right before her father was killed. Dana was convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to the rest of her life in prison. What are your thoughts?
That is wild. Jesus Christ. It be your own people. It be your own people, y'all. Y'all gotta watch out. I'm telling you. When you see them red flags, you better do the dash. I'm telling you. Get away. I'm fucking telling you. R.I.P. William. R.I.P. Bill. You feel me? That was fucked up. Ooh, wait, bro. Just imagine my daughter killing me. Ooh, I can't even think of it. I'm going, y'all. I'm out.